Good morning to you all. I'm going to be reading you my March 2009 newsletter. It's a lot, so I have to read it to you. I can't remember it all. Let me get going. March 2009 newsletter is about retrograde Mercury, mischievous and deceptive. It's about Mercury retrogrades, Mars become practical, and Chiron allows us to hear ourselves. The challenge is Mercury, who's already causing trouble as he enters his station period in Pisces. This is like a fish that has decided to stay still in the ocean, hoping by all miracles that it does not suffer for some other sea creature. Mercury just thrives on movement, communicating, sharing, socializing, and any type of activity that creates connection to others. Mercury is in Pisces, a water sign. Now try communicating or moving easily in water. It is not easy at all. We are not heard and others do not hear us. Mercury in Pisces has a huge ocean in which to hide. He can cause mischief, not we, or we could, and be deceptive in the sign. We need to be aware of exaggerating the truth and not be so gullible. When Mercury is retrograde in Pisces, life becomes hazy, and through the haze, gossip mongers, liars, and tricksters thrive. As Mercury is also the planet responsible for our thinking, we may not be able to be as sharp-minded as usual, so tasks and projects may need a lot more rethinking and reorganizing than usual. The positivity this energy can bring is showing us that if we are disorganized, mistakes happen. This will make you aware of how important it is to double check yourself and your work. Organization becomes a skill. Systems that are not working but simply ticking along will buckle under the pressure of this Mercury retrograde. Mercury in Pisces has the ability to dissolve the ideal. When retrograde, it just destroys structures that are already shaky and some that are not. So how do we manage our lives when Mercury is retrograde in Pisces? Well, we slow down for one. If you hurry any project, you can be guaranteed to mess it up or make mistakes. So you're going to have to redo it. Do not rush projects or chores. Make sure you double check all you're doing or going to do. During a retrograde Mercury, or any dream, item you purchase or decision you make that all seem so wonderful at the time may just dissolve or become a nightmare when Mercury changes sign in mid-April. As Mercury is also about movement in a water sign, movement is somewhat stunted and slow. Currents seem to take control, so exercise such as running, cycling, and any type of action-driven activity will slow down. It is easier to go with the flow than fight against it. And do not kick yourself if you do not get the qualified time. I personally find that I'm able to do more studies, research, and restructuring of my life when Mercury is retrograde. This is a brilliant time for any of us to partake in such activities. You have a dream, a potential project, or wanting to branch out, good, but research it. Then make it happen in April when Mercury moves into Aries, the pioneering sign. Now let me just take a sip of water. An 8-year cycle begins this month, where we can begin a journey to find our inner hero. The natural impulse when we are challenged, attacked, or feeling hard done by, or even lost, is either to fight back, causing more distraction, or take things so personally that we may as well physically churn our insides. The solution for this is when facing situations in life that are difficult, take a step back. Surround yourself with a positive aura or energy and tackle problems in a positive way. Bring out the best instead of the worst. The reason for all of this is Chiron. Chiron is the natural ruler of wounding and healing. Once we are able to face our wounds head on, we will be able to use the experience to help others to help ourselves, in a healing way, as well as healing others. Chiron has just entered the sign Aries, where wounds can become very personal. It is a time where we are responsible for creating situations where there's a danger of taking negativity personally. This is so damaging, yet it is very real. We have 8 years of learning how to become our own pioneer when things get hard, become our own soldier, fighting the war of life using Your inner hero will create a positive aura that attracts the right people who want to help you and be part of your hero's journey. Positive people attract, negative people repel. When things go wrong, if we fall into a pit of decline and woes, it will be very difficult to get out. The only way to get help is through Aries, self-pioneering energy. It is up to you yourself to make that first move, to heal or find a way past the hurt. When you take the first positive step, this is what will attract the people who are willing to join you in your crusade to heal self and the world around you. This energy is affecting all of us and will do so for a while. We need to see where Chiron and Aries is operating from in our own birth charts to find out how and where our inner hero can emerge. As for our drive and action, we may be feeling weary and a little less motivated than before. Well, the planets have all been moving in a crazy fast direction. This has been for the past 2 months, and this is reflected down on earth and onto us. So we have been feeling a frantic energy packing so much in today. There's hardly time to think straight as we make things happen in an exponential way. The planets have slowed down their motion this month as they go into a stationary state before retrograding. This explains why we are feeling tired and in some cases dissatisfied with the direction life is going in. We see the truth of life and are dealing with reality. This in itself is tiring. A few days ago, Mars, the action planet, moved into Taurus, a fixed earth sign. This is telling us we have been action-driven whilst Mars was acting in accordance to his action-driven fiery nature in Aries. Now, Mars hits the brakes as he enters Taurus, where action becomes slow and practical. Fast forward has come to a point where we have reached the time to pause our actions in a practical manner. Slow down. Stop panicking, take a breather, and see life for what it is. Be careful. Sure, the universe is really wonderful because we get help from retrograde Mercury, who also slows down and gives us time to reflect, renegotiate, and revise our way forward. Jupiter's motion has also slowed as he moves towards his station before going retrograde. Now, Jupiter, anything about Jupiter is big. And he's in the fire sign Sage, which is expansive. When he slows out, all this big expansive growth takes a time to stop and see where it's going, reflect, Mercury repairs, and then you can grow again. Just a word of advice for those regards investment and money. It's not the best of times to invest. Sit tight till May, June, and in some cases in April. In the meantime, do your research. Just do your research. Thank goodness the disciplined and structured planet Saturn is strong in his own sign, Capricorn. When you're feeling lost at sea or uncertain, it's a hard-working, practical, disciplined approach is how you are going to manage and find a way out. That is your solution. Another really interesting happening this month is Uranus, the planet that highlights the wrongs and rights of life and brings about revolutionary change. It is blatantly honest and shocking and about shocking realities. It has moved into Taurus, a very practical earth sign that represents our values, money, heritage, and earthly things. Let me take some more water. Uranus loves innovative ideas, and we are sure to see interesting things happening when it comes to cryptocurrency, money, and the stock market. It's time to be practical and take your time before investing. What this Uranus in Taurus exposes is the ugly side of waste pollution. Uranus popped into Taurus before retrograding last year for a short period, and this was the beginning of seeing the truth of how we have devastated this blue planet of ours. Take away fast food packaging and lazy lifestyle encourages plastic waste. This is coming to an end. Some companies are already feeling this energy with the use of reusable or paper straws, whilst others are encouraging to bring your own packaging. We are seeing the emergence of eco-bricks and recycling of tires to make roads, micro-gardening, and some stores are putting out containers with sell-by-date foods for the poor. Elimination of waste and practical use of waste as a resource is a strong, positive, innovative vibe we're going to be getting from this Uranus in Taurus. Now, with all this going on, medically speaking section of my monthly news is really relevant to what's happening. So when life gets too hard, we seem to carry so much negative energy without realizing it. This then attracts more negative energy as you project this energy onto others. This spreads and grows. It becomes a vicious circle of destructive, exhausted energy. I looked at natural ways we can shift our negative energy. We carry an energy field around us called an aura. When this is corrupt, it becomes toxic and spreads, corrupting other people's aura and can have the effect of repelling. So much information came up regarding salt in the net. It ensures the balance between positive and negative ions in the body, as its compound is both positive and negative. It is said to bring balance into an environment that is too negative. This was the initial mythology behind bath salts. Did you know that we secrete a continuous low level of activity into our nervous system, resulting in the release of noradrenaline from our hormones into our circulation? Sudden bursts can be linked to anxiety and all that goes with excess stress. Then after that we become depressed or exhausted and the levels can drop. Now, low levels bring about lethargic energy, inattention, lack of focus, and a feeling of hopelessness. The role of noradrenaline is to ensure the balance between positive and negative ions in the body. The difference between adrenaline and noradrenaline is noradrenaline has an extra hydrogen atom, and this could be the reason why salt can help balance the chemistry of noradrenaline in our bodies. Salt is absorbed into the body through osmosis, through water in a bath, hence the bath salts. It is noticed how salt can infect the environment around us as well. Himalayan salt crystals are the latest rage, and they're pink and very salty. They have become popular as a healthy salt alternative for our intake, as well as being used to cleanse the space or aura around you. You can get big salt crystals for this purpose, to be kept in your immediate environment, such as your desk at work, next to your bed, even in your car. The other method of cleansing a corrupt energy field is to have a deep cleansing massage, which will certainly boost your happy endorphins, shifting negative energy. Well, I'm going to use both methods and surround myself with a positive aura and attitude to life, no matter how hard it is. This will boost this inner hero I'm working with, so there's no harm in trying this. I hope you have a very productive March and things aren't too rough. Just look for your inner hero. Until next time, I wish you well. Cheerio!